All right, hello and welcome to Not Replaced Yet Office Hours, your daily dose of AI, automation, marketing, dev, and whatever else is shaking up the future of work. We are live every day at 4 p.m. or let's call it 4:29 p.m. today because Jesse had to take his kids to aerial practice. And as this community grows, we want to hear from you. Please drop your questions in the chat and think of us as your personal AI, your personal tech consultants. We are building something here at Not Replaced Yet, and you can be a part of it. Please like, subscribe, share, and head over to notreplacedyet.ai and sign up for our email list. Early subscribers get something special, and you'll find out what it is soon. How's it going, Jesse?
It's great. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Just
Happy
dropped
Monday.
podcast episode 3, which I think is our best one yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Dependent on whoever's listening, but
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of numbers it's doing right now. I'm gonna check it out. We're gonna look.
Right. Actually,
Super live. What do you got? Tell me. I'm pulling the studio up too.
3 views in under an hour. I'm actually looking at it as the not logged in.
4 views in under an hour and 1 like.
We will start getting Spotify analytics now that I got the video stuff. I claimed the podcast to the feed and got the video stuff set up. So let me make sure that is actually. Let's check it out.
All right.
For those of you who don't publish podcasts, Spotify allows you to give them a standard audio feed, but if you want to use video, you cannot use their standard audio feed. You have to upload it manually to their platform. So this is saying 9 total streams there, but that's from like the first few, not this one. So moving from production, as I think our production is getting better and our format's getting better, to more promotion. We'll start growing the audience slowly but surely.
All right, so
what do you want to talk through?
We talked offline, and to announce to all of the adoring fans that are, of course, watching at this moment, we have decided to shift the sort of topic, the way that we're going to run these lives, because for the last couple of weeks or however long we've been doing this, we've been just sort of chatting, just sort of what do we want to talk about today, things we're working on in the AI space or news that's gone on. And what we've decided to do is, because a lot of that is actually in the podcast, in the weekly show that we dropped episode 3 today. And so we want to shift to actually a working session of something that we're actually going to some content or something that we're going to work on together. And so the idea in the long run is that this is all an AMA, a QA, where we actually help people who watch and they ask questions and we give them our amazing advice. That is the long-term goal for these lives. But in the meantime, we thought that an actual live working session of like actually showing off tools, brainstorming, thinking in the space would be really helpful, interesting, and if nothing else, gets us some actual like time that we're actually working together on some stuff. So that's good too.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'll pitch it over to you. I will ask you, because we didn't even decide on anything like what we're going to work on or anything like that beforehand. Do you have any ideas, or do you want to throw something out there, something that we could play around with?
I mean, I'll show you what I was playing with. So I was doing where's the share button? I was doing the intro for the new podcast, which you said you had some thoughts on. So I'm happy to critique live.
No, I like it. Yeah.
I wanted to spend more time. That's how it always works, right? That you can't. I was generating some video clips. What's wrong?
Oh well. I realized I'm not
using the wrong mic.
Oh well, that's okay. I'm gonna take it off.
I hear you good. You're not quiet.
All right. Cool.
So can you see my screen here?
I got you here. Yeah.
So I was generating these from ChatGPT. I think I closed that tab, but this was the latest image here. You haven't seen this one.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's fun. And so I did some of these videos, and then I made some of these. So this is all runway. So like This was the best high five. That's actually the clip I used.
It was a good high five.
It was a decent.
That's the one you used?
That's the one I used, yeah. And I took a still and I kind of elongated it in the video editing software. But if you look, at, these are all bad, so it's just kind of funny. Like it's like three arms and high five. It's like this. And what winds up happening, just for anybody who's curious, is I believe most of these are trained on like full motion video, like actual people, not on cartoons. Most of the cartoon stuff is going to be fairly copyright heavy and things like that. So like you just use a lot of video rather than cartoons. So here's one where we were talking a whole bunch. Your hand goes up, my hand goes up.
And we just like stay there. I like it. We're just
Yeah,
like holding
yeah,
hands up
yeah.
top.
These we kind of turn sideways and then we look back and we're just kind of holding hands there. And then
Yeah.
mouths get kind of
Yeah.
malfunctiony. I am doing the 10-second Gen 4 generations.
Sure.
Uh,
That's a good one.
except
Real
I don't know
good.
what happens to my eyes, and then I have an extra elbow. It
I
all
see
kind of
nothing wrong.
dies. Yeah. Some of these are weird. Let's all hold hands.
Ooh, 3 arms.
And you have one in the back, yeah. And then
Yep.
I was trying to get us to walk away. Who knew you
Yeah.
had such a snazzy shirt and that my pants were too small as I walked away? Anyway, and then these some of these weren't terrible. You just have like this one's rough.
Oh,
You have crazy eyes
crazy eyes.
in all of, and it's because it starts with this still over here being super
Yeah.
intense. I did generate 2 more, and it looks like they just finished, so I haven't seen these last 2. But again, it doesn't really know what to do with cartoon drawings.
Interesting.
Let's see.
I will say, okay, so
there's my face.
I'll
And,
to throw some stuff out there with a lot of the video the stuff that I've been working on lately. So I mean, Runway in my experience, Runway and Kling are the leaders right now.
yeah.
There's just and so do you have a Kling account? Because I would definitely recommend playing around with Kling because
I think I did register.
each are better at different things. And I can't
Yeah.
give you a list of what each one is better at, but like when you find you can't do something in Runway, sometimes you can do it in Kling and vice versa.
Sure.
I find Luma and Sora to be useless, fully
Hmm.
useless. Just like I hate every single thing that comes out. And so I'm not interested. I canceled my Luma sub, and Sora just I have it because I paid for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And then you and I both we use Hedra for lip syncing. But
For the
Hedra,
character
other
stuff.
than lip syncing, does nothing. I don't care for it at all.
Yeah, and I haven't gone back and spent much time on it because their credit system frustrates me. As I don't want to like have to spend money every time I want to generate something. You know what I mean? It's almost like a in-app purchase. Like, oh yeah, just buy another $1, just another $1, just another $3, just and it.
Oh, I have credits. I mean, like all these other systems. What do you mean?
Well, Runway, I have the unlimited plan,
Oh,
and
fancy,
so like there's
fancy.
some
Okay.
yeah, so
Um,
but it's just it seemed very like transactional of like, okay, I spent $10 and you let me generate 3 videos and now you're asking me for more
Yeah.
money. Like I just don't make me be the nickel and dimer.
I feel
Anyway,
you.
Luma, funny enough, this was like my favorite one, I think, because it actually gets some animation in the background, and we don't do much, but we are animated. We do kind of move, and
I'm underwhelmed by every iteration or every creation through
yeah,
Luma. Like it's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, this is not bad. It's
This
fine.
is a
I
good
agree.
version of what I expect out of
This is
Luma. This is
fine.
like on the high, on the better
Yeah.
range. Yeah.
I've just had such a better experience with Runway and Kling. And
Yeah.
Kling too. Right now, Kling is at 1.6, and apparently I heard they're supposed to drop 2.0 this week. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. But okay, so back to the sort of point of all of this.
Yeah.
So you were running through the videos. Did you have something that you wanted to talk through about it, or like what do you?
No, I mean,
If
I
we're
think
looking at this as like a working session for
yeah,
something.
yeah. I think that we could workshop that intro if we wanted to, because that's a use case. Like we'll spend time on that. We could go back to, content around the realtors, and we could like tag team
Sure.
some of that. I've been doing the automation loops that will eventually productize, assuming it goes in good direction. I was very weekdays is where it's at, because this morning I was up, I was ready, I received the email, and I replied to that email, and
Yeah.
so like weekdays is where it's at.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you have anything outside of those topics? Because we can kind
No,
of.
I kind of was, without really making a decision, leaning into the idea of oops, I meant to put this up. Uh do that. Just so people know, in case people are coming in. I'm trying to watch chat. No
I have
chat.
chat up in
You have chat
the
up. Yeah.
Riverside app. Yeah.
Nobody's
So
talking. Makes
yep.
sense. Um let me see. Gonna Oh, come on. There.
Hey, it's
There.
bigger.
It's bigger. Um, anyways, so the idea, yeah, I was kind of interested in the sort of like co-creation of potentially the like AI video ad.
Hmm.
And maybe it's something that we've already talked about, or maybe since it's like us doing it together, then it's a new one, separate from what we've already
Sure.
talked about, right? So we could pick a new category, and then my mind was that we just go beginning, start to finish, and like from brainstorm to completed product
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that was one way. Something that we could do. Another thing, I mean, I don't know if we want to do this type of thing. We could go a different route and like dive into the website, because we still have
Mm.
to build out the website, and then we could sort of go through, like, brainstorm and think about what that could, should, would look like, and or like the features, because like I like the idea. I want to put, I like the idea of a blog there. I like the idea of a prompt library there. I really like this website here. I'll share this out. Bum, window. Let's do Cling. Yeah, you see Cling here, do you?
Hmm.
All right. So it's this website. It's called cursor.directory. And this is a great website for folks in the AI development space. But it has a bunch of tools that you can use if you're using Cursor. Cursor is an
Mm.
AI centric IDE where you write code. And so in Cursor, you have rules. You set up rules, and it's a way for Cursor to be better at writing code for you. So you have all these categories over here. Oh, if I'm going to create a React app, click on React. And so these are rules that users that just it's all UGC. So users have created these and submitted them. And so like this one, you are a senior front-end developer and an expert in React.js, Next.js, JavaScript, TypeScript, blah, blah, blah. Follow, leave no to-dos, ensure code is complete, be concise, minimize. So these are rules for Cursor, right?
Hmm.
And so you could see this is a great idea, right? There's many different rules for different types of development, and you just copy and paste this, put it in your Cursor rule directory inside your project, or globally if you want, and it's great. Another thing to have is this is a whole featured MCP, so this is an MCP listing, right? So if I wanna search for an MCP that I want to do, like if I want to look for Supabase MCP, hey, look, here's all the Supabase MCPs I can get into.
Hmm.
Or I look over here and I go to WordPress and here's some WordPress MCPs, and so on and so forth. And you have the top ones up here: Versal, Neon. I don't know what Resend is, whatever. Email. Um,
Yeah, it's like a SendGrid.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Trending, that's like news, and they have a little upvote, whatever, that's cool. And then jobs. I like this, like a job board. It's a good way for them to make some money
Yeah.
off of this site. Um, games, learn, advertise more, whatever. Anyways, I like this website, right? It's a directory. It's a an aggregation of things that are helpful in this space. And I think
Yep.
that we can do something. It's not this. We're not going to build this out specifically for Cursor, but what does our version look like? So then in the website, if we were going to go down the website rabbit hole, we could, brainstorm these types of things. What kind of
Yeah.
features? What could be cool? What could be interesting? That's another thing we could do.
One one thing that I thought would be a good tool for us to use, talk about like productizing content and contentizing product. is a chat assistant, so we could use Sidekicks. And it is, hey, I'm about to go on a job interview. Give me a quick thought starter convo around like how I should represent AI in this field. You know what I mean? Like how I can kind of have some ideas as to how I may try to integrate AI, or have some AI centric questions to ask the employer if you're going on a job interview. Like,
Sure.
you know,
I like
what
that.
restrictions do you have on the use of AI? Things like
Yeah.
that could be a valuable thing. And it's just really systems prompt or developer prompt at that level to like tune the AI to that use case. So it wouldn't be a tough thing to build out.
No, not at all.
While we're talking about this, did you pay any more attention to OpenAI's press release today? Their live stream?
I was in the middle of watching it. I didn't watch it live, and I got, I don't know, 10 minutes in. I'm excited because it's all developer centric, at
Yeah.
least what I was seeing so far. So that excites me. I'm happy for that. And I did not get to the windsurf part yet. I have not ever tried windsurf. I've not played with windsurf.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely interested, and I've just been a Cursor fanboy since the beginning. And so I've played with other tools a little bit, like Aider and some other things, but not Windsurf. There's plenty of the AI coding apps that I want to, you know, test out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'll be cool now.
Yeah, so just because we talked about it the other day, I forget, maybe it was Friday's live. I don't think it was in the podcast episode, but um, that Quasar Alpha model that we teased and that we talked about,
She
and
mentioned Quasar at the top.
yeah, she, whoops, or on purpose, whoops, she mentioned it, and
Yeah,
so it does appear that this was GPT 4.1. 4.1 was only launched for developers.
yeah.
It's only going to be an API play,
Hmm.
and it makes me wonder if the intelligence upgrade that launched with 4.0 a few weeks ago is actually now the 4.1 dev upgrade. But I don't think that's the case, because you can still have
Could be.
4.0 in the main area, so or you can still use the 4.0 API. So,
Yeah,
but regardless, it is definitely an upgrade, and the million context length is the big deal. Now it's still only 32,000 out. It's a million in, 32K out. So that's
I feel that. Yeah.
a piece to say, but um, yeah, I'm not sure,
In
man. I mean,
fact, I'm gonna look real quick. I want to see if yep, 4.1 is in Cursor.
nice.
Yep.
Wouldn't shock me that they have day of
Why,
support.
wait, why can't I? Oh yeah, there, I can check it now. 4.1, hold on. I have 4.1, 4.5 preview. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll play around with that later.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that I'm definitely excited to play with 4.1. That's gonna be cool, and I'm interested. Truthfully, I still want to experiment more with Gemini 2.5 Pro,
Hmm.
because that's in the spaces I'm looking, a lot of devs are excited about that and have been even switching over from Claude 3.7 or 3.5. Some people
Just
hate
as
3.7. I like it.
just, just as a recent Google report back, if anyone's following the thread of my disdain and distaste for Google's AI product offerings, I was driving my daughters to their extracurricular uh, activity of, I don't know, half hour ago, 45 minutes ago. And I said, how many days are left in school? And so Juliet pulled her phone out. She pulled out, opened the Gemini app, asked, and it said, well, today is October 24th, and so there's 130 days left of school. And it was absolutely wrong. It had no clue what the day was, and I think it still got the numbers wrong, and it answered so confidently. And then I opened up ChatGPT and I said, do you know what today is? And it said, yeah, it's April 14th. And I said, great. How many days are left until the end of school? And I told it what the last day of school was. It got it right. One thing it did is it missed Good Friday as a holiday. It said, no, there's no holidays in between now and then. And I said, what about Friday? And they said, nope, no holiday on Friday. And I said, isn't it Good Friday? And it said, oh, actually, that is Good Friday. Some people do
Ah,
get that off. So, you know, having
I
it
guess
read your
holidays
mind
could
is,
be.
Yeah, I mean religious holidays versus federal holidays, et cetera. But yeah. So anyway, my Google experience sucked again. But
Yeah.
that's
I am still again waiting. Wait,
yeah.
who did you ask Google? What, like, where did you ask it?
It was in the Gemini app. I don't know what model she had
Oh,
defaulted.
in the Gemini app. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, my my belief is Google's consumer, like my prediction is that Google will be exciting on the consumer side by the end of the year. It's not right
Yeah.
now. It's going to be end of the year. They're working on a bunch of stuff. They're pushing real hard, and I believe they're awake and sprinting. And it will be very, if I'm wrong, I don't care. But
Yeah.
I'm, I that's my
This is how
prediction.
many of these I invested in years ago. I have so many that I
Oh, the
call some
homes. Oh
extras.
yeah,
This is extra number one because I have a couple
yeah.
extras. Um, give me an interface to a high quality modern stack AI, and
Well, the Alexa Plus is coming out, and as
Mhm.
Prime members, we get that. So that'll be interesting to play with. Although I've never cared for Alexa, so I don't know.
It was
I
the
just
first one
I
we
just
had.
don't
We
use
had
it.
an early Alexa. You remember back in the
Did you?
condo when we were over at the condo, we had an Alexa first before Google
I don't
because
remember that.
Alexa was a first mover. And I mean, I tracked the software. I tracked when Siri was sold from an Israeli company to Apple, and like we've been
Oh
tracking this for
yeah.
a very
Oh
long
yeah.
time. And Alexa's just like they've never gotten out of their product line. It's like they don't have big
Yeah.
dreams for Alexa other than like seamless Amazon sales, and that just seems very short sighted. But maybe they learned something.
All right.
Um,
Well, so let's zoom back out. Thoughts
yep.
on again, like to focus in on a working session type thing.
Yeah.
What should we do? And I don't know our time constraint. What time do you have to head out? It's
I gotta leave.
4:50.
I've got like 20 or 30 minutes easy if we're working on
Yeah,
something
yeah. Okay,
worthwhile.
cool. I didn't know if it
So
was like 5.
no, I think the where my head goes with it is the creative stuff is just easy to collab on. It's easy and
Yeah,
visual to collab on, and so
I
like
like it.
on the
Let's
real
do it.
estate
Let's
side, let's run with that. So um, I have a simplified idea for the real estate stuff. So I had told you about I think my two ideas. One was around taking Zillow material or some online listing and
yeah.
bringing that to life. I think we're like one generation of tools a little like I think to make that work it's going to require considerably more effort than we're going to put in on these things at this moment in time. And I think the next tool like if we could build one in an hour or 2 hours, that'd be great. I think to do it really well, it's like 10 or 20 hours today because you just got to iterate and iterate and iterate. And, but so that one I would say I'm not game to pursue, although we could remix that. The other one was kind of showing AI failing at replacing a human being in important ways. And the first concept, first kind of like mental storyboard I had was like a human realtor versus an AI realtor, and you show the AI realtor, messing up its context window and setting an open house for a wrong time, and you see the human actually getting it right. I don't think you actually have to juxtapose it. You can just show like a fictional bad realtor experience, and that spot makes it make sense um, for modern realtors. And the idea is like, what is AI good at? What is it good at replacing and improving? And what is it bad at? It's bad for things that need um, accountability
All
at
right.
key steps.
Let me ask you this. All right. So what I'm hearing is like I'm imagining I'm watching God, well, probably
Cable
soccer
TV.
because that's the only yeah. I'm watching channel 28 Comedy
Hmm.
Central,
Hmm.
and no, so the ad comes on, and I'm imagining the like when I think of what I hear you saying, it's that it's to show the viewer that the human touch still matters. That's
Hmm.
sort of the almost emotional takeaway that you want them to have. It's
Yeah.
that you and so the idea when I think about storyboarding, I do like it. I like the one scene is the AI failing. The next scene, or it doesn't have to be one or the other. It could be a series of scenes where the AI fails, like you're saying. it sets the time wrong for the open house, and it reaches out. It says something. It says like a bad word in a follow up email, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And then you bring in the the actual real estate agent. Now, my question for you, when I think of this, is, well, were you thinking of using AI to generate the people, and then the people are AI videos that you're saying are the real people that are good, that are helpful? That's an interesting little meta
It's a catch
awkwardness.
24.
Yeah.
Um, well,
Just speak to that.
yeah, the first version was
I'm gonna get a drink. I can hear you. Keep talking.
okay. The first version that I imagined both being represented in the commercial in the spot. So you have the bad and the good experience like crashing together, or just like illustrative of the point we're making. I think a simpler route, because you got to be really simple with storytelling in a small time window, is actually just to show the bad one. The good one is in everyone's head. An attentive human being is not something we have to show. What you show is the overpromise, underdeliver of technology. And so, what I kind of think of is like, it's almost like an SNL skit more than a commercial, because we're not doing this for any real purpose. We're just trying to show things. So, imagine an SNL skit that opens. That's a commercial that opens, and it's
Hmm.
like introducing the next generation of AI realtors, and it's, you know, they never sleep, and so you see someone waking up getting three new property listings shared at 2 a.m. Text message from the realtor, and you see that good news, they never sleep, and it's like, well, that means they're waking you up, and they I don't know what all the scenarios are, and part of me is like, that isn't actually realistic, because we also know enough about this technology to understand how to get around that. Like, we can easily not send alerts at 2 a.m. Like, I don't want to be like outrageously cartoonish about the downsides of AI, right? I
Right.
want the
Right.
realistic skills and modernity of the AI to be present. Um, but it's also just like the truth that it's human realtors are not going to go away in the near term, at least, and maybe never.
Well,
Um,
one way you could think of it, okay, I will say, and I mean, I'm definitely happy to go either path, right? I was imagining sort of the like, I mean, I like the funny idea, like going the more sort of parody route. Um, in the end, if you're creating this to try and like, what's the takeaway you want the viewer to have? And you can tell the story even if it's exaggerated slightly, you can
yeah,
still get that point across. It doesn't have to be, I mean, it's not like you're saying, just because the best, highest, most recent tech can do X, Y, or Z doesn't mean that you don't want to, that it's not fair to get the point across that the
yeah.
human in the loop is good. Um, unless my only thing with like the SNL style sketch is like, you don't want to do, I mean, like, you can imagine, I don't know. Like,
Well, it's
I'm
like
just
that. I
imagining
mean,
like a bad SNL sketch
yeah,
about real estate AI. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, those are not
Maybe.
all obviously compatible ideas together, or they don't all result. But I mean, honestly, I'm thinking of it like the Baxter and Lane video is like, that is not a lawyer commercial. It's not
No.
like, are the people the victims or the attorneys? They're both. They're like, it it's interesting and funny, and kind of catches you by surprise, and you realize what's happening, and so that's kind of the like inspiration for the comedy, was like, okay, I see what you did, because my first thought was around like something super practical, around like, take a Zillow listing and make it into like, what's the next generation of real estate listings. Not funny at all. But when I saw yours, it was like, okay, well, we can show these examples that at least make the point entertaining, even if the point isn't as sharp as it could be. um,
Sure.
the other one I just thought of was, we could do a commercial for my customer service startup, four-letter word.ai, and it's the people cussing into the phone.
Yeah.
It's the showing some, you know, stranger getting their day ruined by a bad customer service experience, and that one could be funny because I mean, if I just do like here, let's build in public here a little bit.
You
If I
share out.
I am, yeah, I'm just logging in, so y'all can't steal my passwords. Good afternoon, workspace C73689F485. Oh yeah, thanks. Screen, entire screen, this screen. Oh, I need to share audio too. All right, can you see 11 Labs?
Yeah.
All right, so 11 Labs, if you all haven't used it, it is, trying to see, there we go. Not to have a bunch of history visible there. So if we said something like, hello, thanks for calling, Spectral Broadband and Television Co. Help you today, right? And we could generate this, but let's see if we want to use a Lucan Rook, an energetic male. I think it's better. We're going to use a female voice for the customer service.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about all the latest news.
Yeah, this is great. Could you hear that?
Hello, thanks for calling Spectral Broadband and Television Company. How can I help you today?
I don't know if he's reading something or not. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh no. Are using Whisperflow to talk into ChatGPT to help me come up with ideas for this thing.
All right.
So sorry.
It's all right.
I'm with you.
I don't know why this is not switching to my, like I want to use this voice. Try voice design. I don't want a new voice. I just want Alice.
You're on there. So hit generate.
No, but down here it's.
Hit generate speech.
Hello, thanks for calling Spectral Broadband and Television Company. How can I help you today?
You know what else this makes me think of? I haven't gone back to it. Is it OpenAI.fm?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because this you can actually alter the mood and things, so you could like dial the emotionality. So like let's try
Yeah,
this.
for sure.
We use
I like that.
Echo. We're gonna have professional.
Good afternoon, team. Here are the key takeaways from today's budget planning meeting. First, departmental.
All right, so that's a basic, but then like once that person gets upset, clearly shaken, worried, apologetic. I don't know if this is good or not.
Good afternoon, team. Here are the key takeaways from today's budget planning meeting. First,
Yeah. I tried to dial this up like crying, sobbing.
I never really played with this. Is it very responsive to the text prompts on there?
This stuff is very grain of salt, but
Yeah.
I haven't played with it a ton either.
Good afternoon, team. Here are the key takeaways from today's budget planning meeting.
No,
First,
that's no good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to share my screen out real quick, just
Okay.
so what I have here is different concepts. I gave it a thing. We're coming up with a script for the commercial, and give me some concepts for the idea. So, concept one: the unshakable rep, a calm AI customer service rep avatar, robotic but friendly looking, sits behind a desk on a Zoom style call. Customers furiously screaming, "I've been holding on for 3 hours. You four-letter bot. This was bull. Thank you for your feedback. Let me fix that for you. Yell all you want. We don't take it personally." For litterword.ai. Okay. AI customer support that never quits, cries, or complains. The cuss counter. A screen shows a live call with the customer absolutely losing it. Every other word is a bleep on a screen. The counter ticks up. Cuss count 34, 35, 36. I like that. That's funny. Wow, that's your third most creative insult today. Processing refund now. Go ahead, let it all out. We can take it. This one, I like this one better than number one.
refund now. Yeah.
Revenge of the Rep. Customer service is screaming into the phone. I want to talk to someone who isn't a dumb robot. Okay, transferring you to Dave in customer service. Hello, sir. I just want to let you know I heard everything and I am crying. Stick with the AI. They don't cry. Okay, I see. I got it.
Yeah.
My
See,
favorite's number 2.
I think it's like a mix of number 2. Like I like the counter because you can just uptick it.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. I do think you show a person getting their feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Like someone
The
in a call
rep
center.
or the complainer.
No, the complainer is the same. They're pissed. They're already mad, right? They were
Okay.
they've been on hold for a long time, and they've got all the negative customer services. It keeps disconnecting, and no one's called them back, and the refund hasn't been processed or whatever. It could be the same one. So you're yelling at this person, and you're seeing the other person on the other end in a call center has got the headphones on, and is just like trying to get a word in, and is just being berated, and they didn't do anything to deserve this. They didn't cause the problem at all. And then you switch back to version 2, which is this. It's the AI counting, going with it. I don't know. That it would be a fun one to make.
What would be? Then we switch to the.
What are you doing now?
Oh, can you not see?
No, I see concept
Oh.
3.
But yeah. So I was telling it to update it. I was saying we like number 2. We want to add something to the start. Actual human customer rep gets their feelings hurt. All right. So the cuss counter now with tears. Opening shot. Split screen. Old way left. New way right. We have left side, old way, human rep, a sweet looking human rep, early 20s, headset on, is on a call. You hear yelling on the other end, off screen. I've been on hold for an hour, you bleep and bleep, you incompetent. I'm just trying my best. She hits mute and sobs. Maybe that's a little much. I don't know.
Yeah, sobbing is an aggressive way.
I don't know how far you want to go. A coworker peeks over the cubicle wall and gently sets down a therapy dog.
Sets down a therapy dog.
That's funny. I like that.
That is
Smash
funny.
cut to right side. I don't know if I like the split screen. I maybe it's just one after the other rather than like a left right split screen is kind of
Sure.
the vibe that I'm thinking. But then right side, same customer, same yelling, now into a phone app. Cuss words fly and the cuss counter ticks up rapidly. 34, 35, 36. AI voice. Wow, that's your third most creative insult today. Processing. Refund now. Yell all you want. We don't cry. We just solve problems. For litterword.ai. I kind of like it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a good starting script. I'm generating people in Midjourney right now.
All right, cool. You
So,
switch over to share yours out,
yep.
and I will share this text with you just so you have it. I'll throw it in Slack.
It's funny. So Midjourney 7 are these generations, like this guy.
Yeah,
Um, and then 6 is up here. So 7 actually, they all kind of look the same. Middle-aged man mad on a customer service phone call is what I said. These guys are all kind of like the graying beard, the graying hair. That makes sense. These guys
Yeah.
all look a little zanier and a little more cartoony. So I'm just paying attention to the difference in 7
yeah.
and
The
6.
difference 6, 1, and 7.
But because 7 doesn't have character reference yet, we need to use 6, right? Because I want to
Yeah,
be able
you
to
can use
reference
6
it.
or ChatGPT.
Yeah,
ChatGPT is just so slow. I love
I
it though.
know. That's the thing.
I do love it.
Let's see, like, let me try to like dial up the creativity, weirdness, stylization, variety. Let's try
Do
that.
it. Do it.
I don't know if weirdness would be the adjective I'd like to dial up, but it's something.
It's not. Yeah. All right. So as I'm thinking of this, like, okay,
This
it's
guy.
almost
Ugh.
so in this concept, right? So hold on, let's talk real briefly about, so are we starting it this way? The way that ChatGPT wrote out the script, it starts with a sweet looking human rep on a call, and you hear yelling from the other end off screen. You're not
Sure.
hearing the screamer. So what we want is this, if we're doing this, what the first like image in the
Yeah, as the
storyboard
customer service rep.
is the sweet customer rep. Um, uh, Make it a young guy. I just have it in my head. It's a young guy.
So,
And you do that. Um, I'm gonna
just try.
pull up 11 labs on my end. You keep sharing out and figure something out here. And uh, one thing I imagine as I'm looking at your images, though, I imagine it zoomed out a little more. So
Yeah.
add something to the prompt to see a bit more of what's going on. And I will say in the video aspect of this, you probably want more of a sparse room to make
Mhm.
it easier on the AI video creation.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do like alone in a boring call center. Oh, I didn't do the zoomed out. I was just trying to generate a character worth repeating. Like that's what I was
Yeah.
starting
Oh,
with
fair
these
enough. Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. No, keep going. Keep going. I like it.
Because like none of these people have regular phones. This guy's got like crazy Star Trek headphones. Everybody's got like a phone and an earpiece at the same
Yeah.
time. Except in Midjourney 7, they're all on regular phones. It's so interesting. Y'all aren't alone. Look at all these. Look at old what's his name? This guy looks like the I can't remember the guy's name from High School Musical, and he's got a documentary on Netflix.
Wait, who are you talking about?
He
Oh,
looks
Zac
like
Efron?
Zac Efron, yeah.
A little bit. A little bit.
Zac Efron's name sounds like a mix between Josh Hartnett and Elon Musk. I was pulling both of those people out, and
All right.
neither one
right.
fits. All right, so let's prompt this a little bit better. Zoomed out to see young man.
I'm in 11 labs looking for voices, by the way. Just
Okay, cue
a
the
heads
pull.
up.
Cool. Bum 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 bum. Generate this now. Let's do another one here. Pro tip: if you're in Midjourney, just most of the nerds know that the up arrow will go to your history in your given text input. But if you're not a nerd like that and you don't know, you can just hit the mouse inside of here and hit up. I can go up to my last. I can keep hitting up to my previous.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Think of it like a command
I
line.
did it in Discord, but yeah, no doubt.
So let's go back to
so
the person.
we need the person
Customer service
yelling.
rep. Middle-aged man, mad. Middle-aged man yelling into iPhone. I think iPhone's the way we're going to have to get it, because. And then let's go ahead
Agreed.
and reference this guy. So we're going to say this guy. We're going to copy this image, paste it in, and I'm going to use a character reference because we want him. So I'm going to move it over here to character reference. They changed this interface. So we're referencing that character. And then we're going to say.
Okay. He looks like he could get his feelings hurt.
mhm.
I see it. I see it in him. He's got
Customer service rep kicking back or reclining in his office chair with his feet on his desk. Let's get a couple poses of this dude. So now let's see. All right. This guy's yelling into two phones. I like it. I like this guy. This guy.
well, no. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
That's not the next part in the. in the script, right?
Right.
I mean, we
yeah,
could do it.
no.
Obviously, we could do it out of order.
I'm kind of doing, like
Um,
I said, I was trying to generate characters to then put in the scenes, right?
got it.
Because
Already forgot that. Pay no attention. Pay
all
no
good.
attention.
This guy looks like he could really let him have it.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is like this guy's
I like
real,
that one.
This guy's mad.
I like that's solid.
Yeah,
That's
it's got
very
the apple.
solid.
It's even got the apple and the iPhone
The only
there. That's
I again, I think the background has got to be different. But yes,
Yeah,
as
well,
far as a character
let's-
reference, agreed.
here. Let's
Like
do this. We're gonna
that's the
drop that
guy.
in. We're gonna move it. We're gonna move it over here to
Um,
character reference, and we're gonna say, middle-aged man yelling into phone. Let's say like sparse living room scene. Kind of sad. Let's put that in there. So this guy's here to help. This guy's here to. You think we get? I would say Hedra is probably the right tool for these if it's like talking head shots. You know what I mean?
What'd you say? Sorry, I was
Hedra?
playing it. I was playing an 11 Labs voice while you were saying it. What'd you
I
say?
got you. Well, I was gonna say Hedra's probably the way to get the like talking right because that like of my tool stack.
Hedra's
Hedra
the
doing-
Hedra's the my best experience with lip syncing.
Yeah. So you don't need 11 labs because it's gonna do the voice.
Yeah, well, if you need a voice, I mean, like Hedra, I've found Hedra to be limited in voice
Interesting. All right, well, let's
like
try it then.
voice output. Go for it. Yeah. Try it out.
I don't have any credits. You're killing me. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Yeah, you stop sharing.
Upgrade.
I'll share my screen out and see if I can come up with something.
Sign in. Log in. We're gonna need to throw up a four-letter word.ai if we put the domain on there. We need at least an email sign up on that domain.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we could put this ad up. This and a
Yeah.
email sign up for sure. Can you get? I don't know the answer to this in 11. Like, how can I get just like screaming? I honestly don't know. My initial idea was good here. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't know. If we actually launch four-letter word.ai, we could sample the voices of all the people screaming into their phones.
There you go. Interesting. They have screaming voices. Okay, they do. All right. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back to 11 Labs. Hop over to so it's not that. It's in here.
We're going to call, not that we have to, but we're going to call our,
Just trust yourself, then you will know.
Hi, I'm Theo. I've a clear.
It is not enough to have a good mind.
none of those.
None of those.
We're going to call our customer service rep Chase. He looks like a Chase.
I like Chase. I like Chase. Shouty. Labels shouting. All right.
Shouty.
Is that something? Shouty.
Shouty.
I was thinking, I'm in my mind, my head was on, I'm on a boat.
Yeah, me too.
Come on now. All right, I've got this other tab open. I'm gonna share this tab instead.
Our distrust is very expensive.
Hmm.
I used this voice before.
This is disappointing. How can I? Maybe this is just my lack of experience here. I have not used a ton of 11 Labs. I mean, I've used it, but nothing like I've never needed to try and find something like this, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna try. I'm doing one here.
What are you doing?
A Hedra.
Oh, here, you share it.
I will. It's
I'll keep
generating.
looking
There's
here.
nothing to generate. There's nothing to show you.
Oh,
And
nothing
then-
to share. That's fine.
Yeah.
that's
Well,
fine.
I'll just share while it's generating. And then I'm gonna have to drop because I'm gonna have to go run.
Yeah, no worries. We can
Get them.
we'll cut it till
Thank you.
tomorrow.
So this was the picture I used. This is Chase. Chase is hanging out, just chilling, just having a good, he's just at his customer service job. And so he's going to answer the phone. I said he's a chill and happy customer service rep talking into his headset. And then I wrote a little script that I'll be able to read, but it's just a greeting. It's a hi. Thanks for calling. Spectral Cable and TV Co. or whatever, Internet and TV Co.
I wanna, yeah, I want to play a voice for you. I don't
Alright,
know
let's
if
see.
this is right, but I'm gonna share my screen out again. Sorry.
Do I need to stop or can you take
No,
over?
you're fine. You're fine.
Or can we dual share? No. just a-
Screaming George. Listen,
Screaming
do we want
George.
Screaming George? You ready?
¡Y más revolución!
¡Y más revolución!
¡Dad el poder de una voz que no pide atención! ¡La exige! Porque hay momentos en que...
I mean, it's good, but it's only in Spanish.
I mean, we really haven't carved a foothold out audience-wise in
It's
America.
the only
Maybe we
important
lean-
thing in the world. Repeat it. Repeat it now. It's all about the family.
Grumpy Grandpa.
Army hearties. My name's Captain Davy Krakenbrath McScarvy Beard.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got Chase, and I'm already excited to hit play on this.
All right. Pull it back
All right,
up.
so I just want to remind. I want to look at where we started. Screen, yes, take over. Share this screen with audio. Buttons. All right. You're seeing Chase here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Chase generated. So already you see him brought to life. You know what I mean? Like he's here with the closed mouth, and then the first frame is him in the middle of.
Yeah.
And this like smiley, chill, like talk is and lean back is exactly what I had in my head. So I really like it.
Okay.
So
Cool.
the prompt for the video, what you do is you upload an image, or Hedra can generate it for you. But I uploaded this Midjourney image, chill and happy customer service rep talking into his headset, and the audio text is, "Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for calling Spectral Internet and TV Co. This is Chase speaking. How may I help you?" So let's see this voice I picked.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for calling Spectral Internet and TV Co. This is Chase speaking. How may I help you?
It's all right.
Which part are you judging?
Yeah, kind of the whole thing. a little over exaggerated ish on the mouth movement, and also the voice was, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like mediocre in my opinion.
Yeah, I would want to change the voice.
I believe that we are fundamentally.
I was looking for like young man, but
Our distrust is very expensive.
this one's I could have done this one.
Hey, I'm Aracita. I might be a little ditzy, but I'm a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
Our distrust is very expensive.
Our distrust is very expensive.
I'd rather regret the things that I've done than the things that I've not done.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine.
If you do what you've always done, you'll get what.
He might be not bad.
Maybe Paul.
Paul.
I have to admit, I find Hedra super limited on the voice. I think 11 Labs is just so much. You have so many more options.
Yeah.
And then if you want to, you can create your own.
Right. I was disappointed in the video. He was kind of like.
That's what I mean. He was really overly animated. Did you give a prompt of like, oh, I see, yeah, chill and happy customer? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's in the prompting around keeping him like more subtle and calm or something. I don't know.
Yeah, less animated. Let's see if this one will load. I just tried it with the new voice just to see.
I think we're getting issues with the stream, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if that's true or not, but I think we are. Do you have to go?
Yeah. Well,
You
I'm gonna
gotta
let this. I'll let this.
Let this run, and then we'll
yeah.
bounce. All right.
Come on, Hedra, you can do it.
Hedra does take a minute. I mean, they all do.
Yeah. It's going to space.
Play the top chase one again. Let me see it again.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for calling Spectral Internet and TV Co. This is Chase speaking. How may I help you?
Yeah,
It's the like
it's not
type.
right.
He's trying to have his hands type, and so
Yeah,
he's
it's
got this
not-
janky move, which is really altering. Like, if I just look at his face, I actually don't hate the like animation of him speaking.
All right, one more time. Let me see the face.
All right.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for calling Spectral Internet and TV Co. This is Chase speaking. How may I help you?
That's a little much, but it's
It's a little exaggerated. The smiling is hi, I'm Chase. Can I help you? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I just feel like it could be better.
Yep. Well, and that's what I ran into with something like this. It's you can just tweak it a little bit. You could try 3, 4, 5 prompts and you can get it out.
Yeah.
With the realtor version where it needs to keep the real house, that's the problem because the more you
difficult.
iterate,
It's more
the
difficult.
more it departs from the original asset that you
Yeah.
provided, and that deviates. All right, here's video 2. This is all I'm going to do today. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for calling Spectral Internet and TV Troll. This is Chase speaking. How may I help you?
I think the animation's slightly improved. The voice doesn't match the face.
The voice doesn't
And-
match the face, and I can't get over the bouncing. It's just not right.
Yeah.
Like if you saw that, you'd be like, "What's going on with this guy? Like, what's
Yeah, for
happening?"
sure.
It doesn't
For
look
sure.
right. So
Yeah. Well, we'll keep
I think that's it.
workshopping
Hey, good start, and
Yep.
we know where to pick up tomorrow, and so I think that's a good one. I do want to close this out. Please, if you are still here or have ever been here, like, subscribe, share. Go to notreplacedyet.ai and sign up for the email list. And early subscribers are going to get something fun. And this has been Not Replaced Yet Office Hours. See you.
Go team. And then we hit hang up, and then it streams for another couple of minutes.